Alright folks, back out at the bus, doing some more work on the bathroom. Let me show you what's going on. Alright, yesterday I got this piece, wow, it's not very bright in there, is it? This piece here done. Let me see if I can get some light on it. It's better than nothing. Well, not really. Alright, so I got this piece here in. Got it all sealed up. It's screwed in from the back side, from the outsides. Yeah, I know. Had holes in there. I used wood glue, and then I mixed the wood glue with sawdust. And what I didn't realize at the time was when wood glue dries, it's yellowish, and combined with the sawdust, it turned black. So I'm just going to leave it as is. Had a heck of a time cutting that part out right there, but it looks good. I'm happy with it. Same thing over here. This one has not been put in yet. I need to put it in. I'll do that today. It's already been clear coated, so I don't have to worry about any moisture getting in the wood. And then I'll seal it like I did this one, along the edges. And then the other thing I'm working on is this thing right here. This thing right here. Get all these screws off of this thing. Alright, this piece here is the one that's going to be the front of this cabinet. Alright. See if I can do this with one hand. Maybe, maybe not. So this is going to be the front of the cabinet. This is birch plywood. So it's not gonna come all the way to the edge here. It's gonna be about like that, and the reason why I'm doing that is I'm gonna have a shelf on the outside, right about here. It's only gonna be about 3 or 4 inch shelf, but it'll be from about this height on. So I'm maybe, I don't know what I'll put up there, but in a schoolie this small, you just have to try to get more light on it for you guys, but there we go. Maybe on a schoolie, you've got to make every possible space available for storage. So this is going to have a fairly large medicine cabinet, probably bigger than what you have in your house. It's going to be from right over there, that edge right there, all the way up to here. The floor of it is, and then there'll be a wall here, and then a shelf right here. Maybe even a cabinet that opens up this way. I don't know yet, but it's gonna be 8 to 10 inches deep, and this wide. I don't know how wide that is. About approximately 26 inches wide, and it'll be this tall, so it'll probably have another shelf in there too. And you see it's sloped, so it's going to hinge down. But anyhow, I'll be working on that throughout the day also. And then I'll also, well, once that is done, right there, I can slide this back to the wall, because that's the last thing I have to do that requires access to the back of the bathroom to put the screws in. I've already clear coated all these boards here, so, and then what I'll do, oh well, I take that back. I do have to put screws in there, so I'm going to put sealant, that same gray sealant, in there, and then I'll put the screws in, so that way it seals between the I probably don't need to do that. I'll just put the screws in first, and then I'll run a bead of sealant, and then a bead of sealant down through here. And the reason I'm doing that is just so water doesn't get down inside there and ruin the wood, even though it's been clear coated. Let's see here, and then I'm going to probably also put the the vent. Where did it go to? Oh, here it is. This is the air vent I'm putting in, the vent fan right here. I glued it to this. There's no, I don't know how else I could do it. I'll probably glue these cracks too, where you see the opening area. I'll probably glue those with, put some kind of plywood over top of them just so the air doesn't escape. But this is just to take the smell, if there is any smell, out and up to the top of the bus. And they'll have a, what they call a, I think it's called a rain, so basically a loop on top of the bus like this, so that the rain can't get in, but lets the air out. So anyhow, that's what I'm up to now. So I'm going to probably go ahead and start putting those screws in right now, get that done, and then do that there, and then I'll work on this up here. This over here, turn it over here this way. This over here is the ceiling for the bathroom. I did this because when it gets towards the back, it likes to bow or bend or whatever you want to call it. So I did that to hold it straight as it's going back, as it's getting to the, as it's making the bend. That's when this bends, is when it starts to do its curvature of the roof. So put that on there. I'll probably end up sanding that down and then clear coating it while it's up there. Not sanding it while it's up there, just clear coating it while it's up there. Alright folks, it's later that day. Just want to show you what's going on. Alright, so I got the ceiling put in. It was rough going because we get caught on the insulation, the little strips of insulation, so every time I'd have to hold it back and tap it some more and hold it back and tap it some more, but it got in there. And I'm not going to do anything with that bar right there, that wood. I don't know yet. Kind of looks crappy, but we'll see. We'll see how things go. I was hoping that was the board was put on straight. Let me tell you that. It's just this board, when it's settled, is off. I might try and knock it down some more right back here. That way it'll sort of level that off. But also, if you'll look here on this wire chase, it is not on straight. So I'm not too worried about it. So all I have to do now is cut this off right here, and the ceiling will be done, except for putting a hole in right about here to put one of those lights right there in. Called little puck lights. That's what I call them anyhow. Very small, spring loaded, so they're really easy to pull back out and replace if you have to. But yeah, that's what this wire here is for, down there. Once I get the hole cut, I can pull that wire back to the circle and run that down the wall. And then I might even actually be able to put 2 or 3 of the LED strips on that wire. I don't know yet. Haven't decided. Haven't gone that far yet. Thanks for watching, and be safe.